Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. How are you, student? Hope all of you are fine and enjoying the Ramadan. Today our topic is factorization type 3 and exercise 6.4. As we learned in the previous exercises, two types of factorization. The first was Ka plus Kb plus Kc. When two or three terms are given, we took common from it and make two factors. And then in type 2, we have four terms and we make the partners. And then we take two times common from it and convert into the product of two factors. Now we have the next type, a square plus 2ab plus b square and a square minus 2ab plus b square, and you are familiar from these two formulas. We have already done in class 7 and also we have did this in exercise 6.1. Now we are doing 6.4. Come to the questions. There are 18 questions in the exercise. I have done some questions for you and remaining will be your homework. Question number 1 is x square plus 14x plus 49. When you are starting these questions, always remember that you will concentrate on the first and the last term because we need a and b. If you find a and b, then it will be easy to you to solve the question. X square, the coefficient of x square is 1 in this question, and x square is a square of x, and 49 is a square of 7. So a is x and b is 7. Only we put the value of a and b in the formula. A square plus 2ab plus b square, x square plus 2x7 plus 7 square, and this is equal to a plus b whole square x plus 7 whole square simply. Yes, come to the next one. The next question is 25x square plus 80xy plus 64y square. Now in the previous question, the coefficient of x square was 1. Now we have the coefficient of x square 25, and 25 is a square of 5 and 64 is a square of 8. If it is difficult to you to find the square, you can find the square root with the calculator and you can find that 64 or 25 or any number is a square of which number. A square plus 2ab plus b square, we find that a is 5x and b is 8y. Now in the formula, instead of a we put 5x and instead of b we put 8y. 5x whole square plus 2 into 5x into 8y plus 8y whole square. When you multiply 2 with 5 and then with 8, you got 80xy, the middle term. So that's why you only concentrate the first and the last one. No need to find the middle term. 5x plus 8y whole square is our answer. Yes, next question is 7a4 plus 84a square plus 252. In this question, you see that 7 is not the square of any number, and same 252. If you take the square root of 252, you cannot get the whole number. It means that we will split the numbers and we took some term common, and after taking common, maybe the remaining expression will become a perfect square. 7a4, we split 84 in the term of 7 into 12 and 252 into 7 into 36. Now 7 is common. We take 7 common and the remaining terms are a4 plus 12a square plus 36. Now again you can see the first and the last term. The last term is 36. Definitely 36 is a square of 6. And a4 is a square of a square. It means that after taking 7 common, the remaining terms can make a perfect square. So a4 is the square of a square and 36 is the square of 6. A is a square and b is 6. Simply we put the values of a and b in the formula. But the 7, you cannot remove 7 from the question because this is a part of the question. We take 7 there and within the square bracket we write the terms and make the perfect square. A square whole square plus 2a square 6 plus 6 square 7 into a square plus 6 whole square. So you keep it in your mind, then the terms are not is a square of any number. It means you will split the number and take a common term. Yes, come to the next question. 49x square minus 84x plus 36. The same question, but is the difference of sign. It means here we will apply the a minus b whole square formula. 49 is a square of 7 and 36 is a square of 6. In all the question, the terminology is same. You will take the square of the numbers and then find AB. Easily you will put in the formula and get your answer only in 2 steps. A is 7x and B is 6. A is 7x, B is 6. So instead of A you put 7x and instead of B you put 6. And after putting the values we got the answer 7x minus 6 whole square. Come to the next question. X square minus 34x plus 289. Now the coefficient of x square is 1 in this question. In the previous one, the square 49, the coefficient of x square was 49. X square, it means that is a square of x, and 289. 289 is a square of 17. So A is x and B is 17 in our question. We will put the formula. And which formula we will apply here? Because there is negative sign. So a square minus 2ab plus b square. This is equal to a minus b whole square. Instead of a we put x and instead of b we put 17. After putting the value we got our answer x minus 17 whole square. Question number 10, a4 minus 26a square plus 169. a4 is a square of a square definitely, and 169 is a square of 39. You see what is the difference between when we have the power of a4, I mean when we have the highest power is 4, and when we have the highest power square in the question. See in your answer, there is a square minus 13. If in the question there was a square, then what will happen? It will be a minus 13 whole square. So you should be careful about the power of the variable. A4, the half of A4 is a square, and 169. 169 is a square of 13. A is a square and B is 13. Repetition of the same formulas. We put instead of a square, and instead of B 13. After putting the values in the equation, we got our answer a square minus 13 whole square. This is our required answer. Yes, come to the next question. 2a square minus 64a plus 512. Same type of the question we have done. This is 2. 2 is the square of which number? No number can make, when we take the square, it can make 2. It means that again we will split the number over here. 2a square, you will make the factors of 64, which are 2 into 32, and again the factor of 512, 2 into 256. Now we took 2 common, and the remaining terms are a square minus 32a plus 256. Now we see whether we can simplify the remaining terms or not. A is the square of which? A, and 256 is the square of 16. Good. It means that we can simplify the terms which are within the brackets. 2a square minus 2 into a into 16 plus 16 square, because in our question a is a and b is 16. Only we replace a with a and b with 16. Our answer is 2 into a minus 16 whole square. We cannot write the square on 2 because we take 2 common. Only we can write the square on the formula terms a minus 16. If you write the square on 2, it means that it is 4 and 4 is not in our question. So we take 2 common and only we put the square in the answer when you convert into the formula. Yes, our next question is 4x4 plus 20x cube yz plus 25x square y square z square. The army of a variable are there in this question. 4x4, no term is common because 4 is the square of which number? 2, and 25 is the square of which number? 5. So 4x4 we can easily convert 4x4 in the form of 2x square whole square plus 2 into 2x square 5xyz plus 5xyz whole square, because there are 3 variable in the last term with 25. So the half of 25, I mean 5 is 25 is the square of 5, x is the square of x square is the square of x, y square is the square of y, and z square is the square of z. So f 5xyz whole square in our question. B is 5xyz and a is 2x square. Sorry, I cannot write here 2. I think I missed 2 here. A is 2x square. But in the answer I mentioned only this is the misprint. A is equal to 2x square and b is equal to 5xyz. So our answer will become 2x square plus 5xyz whole square. Now there are two squares there in x square because the highest power in the question is 4. So that's why in the answer we have two squares. One square is the whole formula and other on the variable x square. As I told you before that if the highest power of the variable is 4, then we will convert in the square. In the answer we have the square. If your power is only square, then in the answer it will be the linear factor. And we learn which are linear factors or which are linear expression in which the highest power of the variable is 1, and quadratic in which the highest power of the variable is 2. Come to question 14. 9 over 16 x square plus xy plus 4 over 9y square. Although the numbers are in the form of the fraction, but no change in the method. We take because 9 over 16. 9 is the square of which number? 3, and 16 is also the square of 4. So there is no change, only the number are given to you in the fraction. Otherwise, the procedure is same, the formula will be same. No change over there. So first we find a and b. According to our question, a will be 9 is the square of 3 and 16 is the square of 4. 3 over 4x. Then come to the last term. 4. 4 is the square of 2 and 9 is the square of 3. So b will be 2 over 3y. Put the values in the formula. All the signs are positive, so we apply here the plus formula. A square plus 2ab plus b square is equal to a plus b whole square. So replace a with 3 by 4x and b with 2 by 3y. When we replacing the values in the formula or putting the values in the formula, our answer become 3 by 4x plus 2 over 3y whole square. Because the question is given in the fraction form, so definitely the answer must be in the form of fraction. You see no change is there, all the procedures are same, the formula is same, the square is same, the sign are same, only the terms are different. And in all the questions, the terms are different. Only the numbers are in the form of fraction. Yes, come to question 15. Again, the numbers are given to you in the form of fraction, but you see numerator and denominator, they both can convert in a single term. 49 is a square of 7 and 64 is a square of 8. Then again come to the last term. 64 is in the numerator and 64 is a square of 8, and in the denominator 49 and 49 is a square of 7. So convert the number simply. 7 over 8 whole square and 8 over 7 y. A is 7 over 8x and B is 8 over 7y. They both are the reciprocal of each other, only the variables are changed. When we put the values in the formula, 7 over 8 x whole square minus 2 7 over 8x into 8 over 7y plus 8 over 7y whole square, and this is the term of b. When we convert it in the form a minus b whole square, our answer is 7 over 8x minus 8 upon 7y whole square. Only the change of fraction, although all the numbers are, the procedure, the steps, the formula are same. The change in the coefficients of the variable, they are given in the form of fraction. Question number 17. 16x6, 16x5, 4x4. Although we can take the square of the first and last term, but we see that we can take common from all the terms, because 16, 16 and 4, it means that if we convert 16 into the form of 4 into 4, we can take 4 common, and we have the lowest power x4 in the expression. It means we also can take x4 common. Then our term will be squeezed and we can easily simplify it. 16x6 minus 16x5 plus 4x4. Write 16 as 4 into 4, and we split x6 as x4 into x square. That why I told you the lowest power is x4. So that's why we write x4 into x square minus 16 is 4 into 4 x4 into x plus 4 into x4 into 1. Now 4x4 is common in all these three terms, so we take common 4x4, and the left terms are 4x square minus 4x plus 1. Now you see that these numbers are squeezed, and it is easy for us to simplify the square of these numbers. We apply the formula a square minus 2ab plus b square because there is negative sign, and 4x square is a square of which number? 2x, and 1 is a square of itself. It means according to the question, a is 2x and b is 1. By putting the values in the formula, a square minus 2ab plus b square is equal to a minus b whole square. 4x4, we cannot change this term because we have take common from these three terms. You cannot change the variable or the power or the coefficient. It will be same. Come to a square. A is 2x whole square minus 2ab, 2 into a into b plus b square plus 1 whole square, and we can write as a minus b whole square, 2x minus 1 whole square. You can also simplify this question with 16x6 minus 16x5 plus 4x4, but at the end when you calculate the answer, again you will take common from it. So it will be easy if we take the common in the beginning, and the rest of the terms we apply the formula over there. You can do this question both ways, but this is the easiest way to simplify this question. Yes, come to the last question. Question number 18. A4, B4, x square minus 2a square, b square, c square, d square, xy. How many variables are there with 2? plus C4 D4 y square. The middle term is look like a train: a square, b square, c square, d square, x and y. Now you see, is there any number common, any variable is common in these three terms? No variable is common. All the variables are different in the first and the last term. Two terms are in the power 4 and one is square. Same in the third term, two variables have the 4 power and one is square. So the half of a4 or a4 is a square of a square, b4 is a square of b square, and x square is a square of x. Same, c4 is a square of c square, d4 is a square of d square, and y square is the square of y. So we convert in the form of square. We see that a is a square b square x and b is equal to c square d square y. There is negative sign, so we'll apply the formula a square minus 2ab plus b square is equal to a minus b whole square. So we put the values over there. Instead of a, we write a square b square x. Three variables are there. Then minus 2ab, a square b square x, c square d square y, and plus the last term c square d square y whole square. And if this is equal to a minus b whole square, so we replace a with a square b square x minus b is c square d square y whole square. This exercise is too much easy because you have done, again I'm telling you, this is your previous knowledge. You have done these questions in class 7. Only the variables, the powers are changed, the numbers are changed, although the formula, the method, the steps are same. With for the positive and the negative, only the sign, the change of the sign in plus and minus formula. Come to the homework. Exercise 6.4 and remaining question. I think I have done 10 to 12 questions for you in this, and only maybe 6 or 7 questions are left to you. Do the question on the same pattern that I have done for you. When you are writing the formulas again and again in each and every question, then it will be learned to you by heart, and it will be not difficult to you to simplify it, but you need the more practice. You do the practice of these questions. Don't only copy the question from the video. You will do all the question by yourself, and if you have the problem you can ask me. Okay students, wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.